The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
Money's coming to me.
More checks start rolling out today. The money is going straight into your bank account. 40 million families get the money. $300 for each child under 6, $250 for each child from 6 to 17. Spend it on what you like. America has returned to cash welfare.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then you listen to Kramer, who says, as a result,
my takeaway, America's incredibly rich right now.
Stupid. Incredibly rich. America's incredibly... America's not rich. Are you nuts? America rich? The last time our national debt was at zero was in 1835. That's right. 186 years ago, under President Jackson. Last time we were at zero, we had no debt. Our government has a negative net worth. Are you nuts? Rich? Negative net worth of $20 trillion. You know, if this was a business, the accountant would have to write not a going concern. And they would have started to write that not a going concern since 1933, meaning we've been bankrupt since 1933. Anybody who runs a business, you know, the last thing you want is your accountant coming in and writing on your statements, your financial statements, you're not a going concern. It's over. Well, guess what? The United States has not been a going concern since 1933. In fact, from the time we go to bed to the time we wake up in the morning, our feet hit the floor, we're in debt another $1.5 billion. Just crazy. Now, we're rich. When I heard that, I just went nuts. You know why? Because the majority of people, if we were rich, why is it the majority of people hate their job? They just did a survey. And it was some crazy number. Almost 80% of the people dislike their job. Well, why? Because they work paycheck to paycheck. That's not a rich nation. And most feel that they're in economic slavery, and they are. And they know they can't take a risk of walking away from their job. Do you remember when Pelosi said to everybody, we're going to give you free Obamacare so you can walk away from your job, go home, learn how to play the piano, become an artist? Yeah, right. See, they're in fear of walking away from their job. They're in fear they can't even find a better job. What would they do? They know they'd lose their home. That's one reason why many don't walk away from their job. They hate their job. That's not a rich America. It's not a rich country when the majority of people hate their job. It's the same government in Washington who put these people in this situation because of all the out-of-control national debt. $28 trillion. Now that's the funded debt. Let's talk about that. They don't ever talk about the 123 unfunded national debt. Yeah. This is crazy, insane. Now, the same government who caused all this, and especially now the socialist part of our administration, people like AOC, the Marxists, and Bernie Sanders from Vermont, and Pocahontas, who control this Biden administration, are now suggesting an unconditional cash transfer, whereby the government would give to each citizen enough money to cover their ongoing every month, to cover all their basic living expenses, meaning their rent, their mortgage, utilities, food. This is coming next. This is going to be the next stimulus. This is going to be the next stimulus where it's ongoing. It's not going to be, for 3 months, 4 months to the end of the pandemic. So they'll say, and they are saying, when they're doing, well, this gives them an opportunity to walk away from their job. That's not what they're doing. That's not why they're doing it. They want to control them. They want to control these people. The more you put people in debt, make them debt slaves, the more you control them. The more you give them social programs, the more you give them free stuff, you can control them. You can make them be obedient. You can throw on them as many regulations as you want, and they won't squawk about it, as long as you give them free stuff. That's why our debt's high. We were told by these crooked politicians every day how they want to pay down the debt. That's a bunch of BS. They don't want to pay down the debt. What are you, nuts? Find me a politician who wants to pay down the debt. It's the last thing they want to do. For heaven's sakes, if they wanted to pay down the debt, why haven't they reduced the $28 trillion national debt? In fact, I told you this yesterday, our Congress, under 4 presidents, just the past 4 presidents, increased our national debt 366%, from 5.7 trillion to 28 trillion. You think they really want to cut the debt? No. Cutting debt means they don't have control of us. And how do they get the debt? Free stuff. Free stuff. Remember, Congress intentionally increases the debt. They want that debt. Then they'll give you your free Obama phone, your free college, free medical, free whatever you want. And as I said, it's then easier to control these folks who are in debt, who are now dependent on government. See, they want us to be dependent on them, on government. Why do you think they're bringing everybody over from Mexico or southern border to the United States? They know they can control them. They're going to give them everything they want. They're going to give them a license. They're going to give them a house. They're going to give them a car. They're going to give them their food. They're going to give them free hospitalization. They're going to give them everything free they possibly can. They know they can control them. They control their vote. They're not going to cut their debt, because when you cut the national debt, you can't do that. You need debt. Debt is what suppresses people, makes them slaves, economic slaves. And then the wealthy become the slave owners. It's unbelievable. What a bunch of nonsense. We're going to cut the debt. Garbage. Our Congress, our owners, who's our owners? The top 1/100th of 1 percentile, who only take care of the top 1% of the population. Everybody else, they want to be full of debt. Remember, these are the same people that control 90% of what we hear on the news. There's only six. Think of it. There used to be like 122 media companies in this country, going back to World War II. Guess what? 6 corporations now control 90% of what we hear on the news, what we see on the news. See, they don't want us to be able to think. They don't want us to be informed, to be educated. That's their biggest fear. That's what really scares them, that we can figure out how they're screwing us. Are you kidding? Getting rid of debt, that's what would happen. So they want more debt. They want us to be debt slaves. Injecting trillions in stimulus money does not reflect the health of a great economy and stock market, as they want us to believe. That's a bunch of BS. I'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
More checks start rolling out today. The money is going straight into your bank account. 40 million families get the money. $300 for each child under 6, $250 for each child from 6 to 17. Spend it on what you like. America has returned to cash welfare.
A White House official compared these payments to Social Security because they're regular and reliable. And in a statement, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen called the benefit both an economic and a moral victory for America.
My takeaway, America's incredibly rich right now.
Not that many people are actually going back to work. With over 9 million jobs, there were still 360,000 first-time jobless claims. That suggests the economy is not as robust as we'd hoped.
My takeaway, America's incredibly rich.
Unbelievable, isn't it? It's just unbelievable. And these are the guys you're listening to for your advice, for stocks, for 401ks, for your retirement. What are you, nuts? Look, they don't want us to be informed. They don't want us to be educated. They control everything. Do you know that Bill Gates owns 242,000 acres of land? And he produces, most of the stuff that he produces goes to McDonald's. You know Jeff Bezos, another owner, 290,000 acres of land. This is the point. They're going to control everything, and they do control everything. These are the 1/100th of 1%, and they only take care of 1% of the population. People who make 4 to 500 plus a year, $1,000 a year, whose net income or whose net worth is $3 to $5 million. That's who they take care of. That's who Congress takes care of. There's no more the rich, then you got the middle class, working poor, and poor. No, it's just poor and the very rich. Middle class is gone. Middle class, that's why you can't grow this country. That's why we haven't had a 3% GDP growth since 2005. You need a strong middle class. They're the entrepreneurs. There's the creator of businesses. They create most of the jobs. They're gone. It was designed to get rid of the middle class. You can't have a socialist nation when you have middle class. They're the enemy. The first thing that Cuba did, got rid of middle class. The first thing that they did in Venezuela, got rid of the middle class. There's no middle class in those countries. It's unbelievable. So just like Bezos and Bill Gates, where they bought and paid for all this acreage, they also bought and paid for Congress. You don't think they don't control the Supreme Court and those judges? Are you nuts? They control all the politicians in Washington, in the cities, in the states. And they control what we think by controlling only the last 6 corporations. They control everything that we see and hear in the news. Because they don't want us to be informed. They don't want us to be educated. They don't want us to figure out how they're screwing us. And all this money, this stimulus money we keep here, this great stimulus money, is going to turn this country around. We're going to grow the country. The first quarter we grew by 8%, second quarter by 6%. Wow! Wow! Kudlow's going nuts. Look at this growth. Here's the problem. All that stimulus money is debt. It does not reflect the health of our economy. It does not reflect the health of our stock market. Because it's all linked to financial engineering, the printing of money for massive stimulus, stock buybacks. Everything's artificial. It boosts earnings artificially. It boosts profits artificially. Without adding any top-line sales, without adding any productivity. The economy, our economy, we used to be number 1 in the country because we produced more than anybody. We used to, all our corporations, the CEOs would take all the profits and any money they borrowed and plow it back into new machinery, new equipment, new productivity, so that the standard of living of their employees would increase. You think they do that now? Of course not. They don't buy new machinery. They don't buy new equipment. If they bought it, they'd send it over to China. And what does that do to us? Everything we import is more expensive. But remember, wages for the average guy, if he makes $68,000 a year, him and his wife combined, or $48,000 a year and less, they're screwed, because all these dollars they're printing for stimulus is killing them. Every dollar in their wallet and their savings, the paycheck they get, the value keeps going down. You know, the narrative that we hear all the time, our politicians, they want to reduce our nation's debt. That's crazy. They don't. They don't. I mean, you know, actions speak louder than words. If they wanted to control our debt, as I said, why has it increased crazy 336% through 4 presidents? Why is it? If they really want to control our debt, they spend more than the nation takes in income tax. If they really want to get rid of our debt, why are they increasing our budget deficits each year? This year we'll have spent $3 trillion, maybe $4 trillion, or even more than we take in. Does that sound like somebody wants to control debt? Why aren't we increasing our trade deficits? That's the killer. Trade deficits they never talk about. $70 billion a month. That is horrible. That's killing us. That kills jobs. And why is it? Every time someone comes up with a spending cut proposal, everybody fights it, both sides of the aisle. And here's the one that gets me. If they want to cut debt, then what the hell are they doing raising the debt ceiling? What are you, nuts? Raise the debt ceiling? Unbelievable. $6 trillion combined. $6 trillion, the CARES Act. And then the American Rescue Plan. And now, an infrastructure plan, another one? Unbelievable. Join my gang free for 10 days. We'll look at some stocks when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang give platinum level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
I talked to somebody, a big investor earlier. What's the deal with rates? Why do they keep moving lower? The market, it seems to be confused. There's just too much liquidity.
And I don't have to worry about inflation in that conversation as well. We really don't know, is inflation transitory or not, where you could pick from growth and you could pick from value. I think the market's trading up on both strategies, growth and value, towards quality. It wants quality.
What a bunch of garbage that is. What are you, nuts? You hear what he's saying? Did you hear what he's saying? Market wants quality. Oh, market doesn't want quality. The market's not a person. What dictates the direction of this market is money. Whose money? Guys like Bezos, guys, the biggest banks, the biggest insurance companies, the biggest pension funds. What a bunch of garbage, and he knows it. He knows it. It's money, and the guys with money control it. They control, and they want the debt. You know, here's the other thing. They want this debt because the 1 percentile in this country who made all their money, and guess what? Big tech stocks. That's where their money. But to get those stocks to go up, you got to have low rates. And what keeps rates low? Big debt. As long as you keep debt, huge debt on the books, you got to keep printing money to keep getting interest rates down to cover that to cover that high debt. So they're purposely, another reason they want the debt up there is to make sure that they have to keep doing everything they can, print all the money they can to keep bringing rates down, so that will keep pushing up your tech stocks. That's one of the other reasons. Not just to control us, to control the people who are on welfare. Listen, let's go back to March. Facebook went up 32% from March to now. These are all the stocks my members are in. Let's go and look at one of their bank stocks, Goldman Sachs. Half that, went up half that. And they're trying to tell you the other day to buy banks, and I told you to stay away from the banks the other day. I said, don't you listen to them. The banks aren't going to go up. If they go up, they're going to come right back down, because banks don't go up in a low interest rate environment. Now let's take JP Morgan, or let's take Microsoft. Since March, up 21%. You know how much JP Morgan has been going up since March? 2%. And they're telling you to buy banks? Let's try Apple. Apple's up 24% since March. USB, 2%. I can go through this all day long. Now do you understand why you don't buy banks? Why? Don't listen to him when he says, oh, it doesn't matter. Here, listen to what he says again.
We really don't know, is inflation transitory or not, where you could pick from growth and you could pick from value. I think the market's trading up on both strategies, growth and value, towards quality.
A lie.
It wants quality.
A lie, another lie. Stock markets never go up on both. There's two distinct tasks in the market. You got growth stocks and you got value stocks. Real simple. If you're going to be in a growth stock, you want low interest rates. That means Microsoft, Apple, all the big tech stocks, all the growth stocks. You want low rates. If you want to be, if you're going to be in a stock market, if you're going to go for these high value stocks, you want high interest rates. That's like banks. The financials, industrials like UPS, FedEx, Honeywell, materials, energy, gas, oil, casinos, cruise lines. If that's what you want, high value stocks, you gotta have high interest rates, because that means the economy's doing terrific. When you have high interest rates, the economy tells you you're doing terrific. When you have low interest rates or yield, the economy sucks. And this guy, this dope is telling you, all the market's looking for is quality. Yeah, we just want quality. So be in both of them. He's got his clients going east on the westbound train. What are you, nuts? This is crazy.
Tighten credit policy to raise interest rates to stop buying bonds. So if they'd have to raise interest rates, and then they take the risk of causing a recession.
Raising interest rates. If they ever raise interest rates, do you know what would happen? We'll make a fortune. My members will make a fortune in selling these stocks short, because we know how to sell a stock short. You know, everybody talks about shorting. What's shorting? It's easy. See, Wall Street is so crooked, more crooked than a corkscrew. They don't want you to be... See, let me tell you, the stock market is not crooked. What makes it crooked is the people around it. Let's talk about shorting. You poor folks in 401ks, you're not allowed to make money when the stock market goes down. Who the hell would invest in a 401k when you are not allowed to make money when the market's going down? Would you invest in a car that only has forward but no reverse? I think you would. But you nuts? So, all of these stocks, or this market rather, if they're going to raise rates, then you want to get ready to short stocks, and you want to get ready to short Microsoft and Apple. And do you have somebody that tells you that every day, what's going on? We do. We do that every day with our members. We have a portfolio, member portfolio, called Working Investor Group and Phil's 5 stocks. That we've been in those 5 stocks for nearly 5 years. The same 5 stocks. Do you know if you're 85% of the money is made in the stock market and by very few people? Very few people. Why? Why does only like 5%, 6% of people in the market make money? Yeah, it's that low. 85% of people lose money because they don't tell you the truth. What you have to do is stay in the same stocks that are the popular stocks that the banks buy, the insurance companies buy, the hedge funds buy. You select 5 stocks from the S&P 100 or 5 stocks from the Dow 30, and you stay with them. And then you only buy them when a certain pattern shows up on that stock. The idea, you want to be in the market for 1 year. That's got to be your mindset. And you got to say, I'm going to be in the market for 1 year, and I'm going to make a return of 15%, 10%, 5%, whatever you have in your mind. Obviously, you know how to short. You're going to double your income. But you wait for that pattern to come to the stock, and then you fire away. Wait till the pattern comes to you. And shorting, let's go back to shorting. Shorting's pretty easy. 2 of you, we determine the price of a stock, right? So if a stock we determine the stock is at $86. And I say, you know what, George? You're wrong. That stock you still own it. You think it's going up. I think it's going down. We're professionals. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's make a deal. If the stock goes down, then I have the right to buy it from you at that lower price on the way down. I can buy it from you. If you paid 86, I can buy it from you at 80. I can buy it to you from 72. I can buy it from you at 57. Doesn't matter, right? And you have to pay me the difference. If it goes up, then I lose. I pay you the difference. So the stock, I sell it short at 86. He agrees. The stock goes down to 57. I just said to George, hey, you got to now sell me that stock at 57. I just made $10,000. Is that hard? No, especially when you have our software that tells you when to do it. If you can turn a light switch on and off, you can do this. Join my gang free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color-coded technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days, philsgang.com. When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night. You don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And I own Snowflake and would like to add more now.
I like that. No, yes.
Investment.
The answer is I've been waiting for someone to ask about Snowflake because it's very, very, very good, and I think it's going to go higher.
Yeah, I like Snowflake. I think it's very, very good. Yeah, I know the CEO. It's very, very good. Good friend of mine. Came on my show. I like Snow. Buy it. What are you, nuts? I know how Kramer got in this line of work. Because he could get inside information. That's how he made his money. He sure did. If he had to depend on picking stocks, he wouldn't do too well, would he? Snow. Let's talk about snow. So if you look at the pattern of snow, it already made its money. You had to buy snow. If you were my member and you had the color-coded chart, and I'm sure a lot of my members were in the stock, you would have bought the stock at around $220 or $205. It gave you a buy signal. We only buy stocks that are in sweet spots. That means where the easy money is. That means where risk is so low and a high probability of success. And you know exactly where to be because the color code in the chart tells you to be there. You can't. It's impossible to be wrong. So if you bought it around 200 in a sweet spot, I'm going to line it up right here. If you're watching this on a mobile device, you can see right here. I'll line it right up. When this thing took off turned green around $209, and she went up in a sweet spot. And if you got out around $250, because that's where the sweet spot ended, that's a 20% return. So from there, it went from let's say $209, it went up to $272. If you wanted to continue with it. That's a big gain, but now it's falling apart. It's coming down. It's getting ready to short. It's getting ready to sell. Why? Because the stock, the high back in February was $324. It dropped down to $180. What happened? It dropped 44%. And what happens? You call them 50%ers. those stocks will only go up halfway from where the 323 was to the bottom, let's say around 189. It will only rally about halfway and then stop and come back. Exactly what it did. Exactly what it did. You had to make the money in the short covering. So everybody who shorted the stock from 316 all the way down to 191 made big money selling the stock short. That's where you made money with this stock. Now what happened, remember I told you the story. So I said to Joe, you own Snow at $324. You think it's going to go higher, don't you? Yeah. I said, I don't think so, Joe. I think you're wrong. So we're both professionals. Let's make a deal. If it drops and it starts going down, and any number less than your 324 it goes down, you owe me the difference. And I'll do the same thing going the other way on the upside. I'll pay you the difference. Yeah, that's a fair deal. We're traders. We're big boys. So the stock went from 324, dropped all the way down to 180, right? Now he owes me the difference. I call him, Joe, I hate to tell you this, pal, but you owe me the difference between 180 and 324. But you're a professional. Take it on the chin. Okay. So what do I have to do now to get my profit? I have to go in and buy the stock. I have to go and cover my short, say buy it at the 180. And so doesn't everybody else do the same thing who's dealing with a Joe. And the stock went up from 209 up to 272, halfway, exactly halfway. What we teach every day, halfway. And now it's pulling back. Why? Because we from 269 up to 321. That's all overhang. What's that mean? Those are people who got out, who made a mistake. And now they're saying, if I get half my money back, I'm getting out. They sell it. So every time, once your stock gets halfway up, called the 50% rule, it's tough. And look, once it hit 275, it dropped right back to 250 in 2 days. Why? Because it's halfway up, and it means from 274 up to its high back here in February of 325. Those are all sellers. They're all sellers. What a dumb move that is. You know, the one thing that we do with our members all the time is that we take and tell them every day we post our portfolio. Every day we post it at 2 o'clock. And Steve, head of our education department, tells our members all the stocks in our portfolio, what do you do every day? Tell you exactly what to do.
SLB, we added to it yesterday, continue to hold this one short with our stop at 30.
So he goes in and tells you exactly what to do. Every stock in our portfolio. We have the Phil's stock portfolio and we have the working investor portfolio. Sign up for 10 days, you get both free. And you get the color-coded chart. It tells you when to buy, when to add, when not to add, when to sell, when to get out, when to run like hell, and better yet, when to sell short. Shorting is so easy. You know, before we close out here, I want to make a point. He said that we are a rich nation. No, we're not. People aren't rich. 78.9% of American homeowners have little or no equity in their homes because they kept refinancing it. Debt again, debt slaves. They use their home as an ATM machine. Now think about this. Home prices rose from $11 trillion in 1998, I'm talking about the aggregate of price homes, in 1998 to $28 trillion in 2006. Then we had a decline to $20 trillion from $28 trillion at the beginning of 2012. Then it recovered a little bit by 2015. The problem, the 1/3 decline in home values was not accompanied by 1/3 decline in a mortgage debt. So in 2016, people were upside in their homes. In other words, you had your price dropped on your home 30%, but the mortgage debt only went down 10%. This was in 2016. Now, what happened with the socialists? Well, they've been fighting since then for the government to come in and to write checks for everybody who's upside down in their house, and they finally approved it. Here's another check. Here we go again. Another check. Another rescue check. So if these people, there's going to be 33, I forgot how many million, quite a few. So if you're behind on your mortgage payment, your utility bill, your insurance, your homeowner association, they will get a check now to bring them current. Now, I don't know how many homes from 2016 to now are underwater, but there's still quite a few. But that's another, here we are again, writing more checks, more debt. That's what they want. That's how they control us, with debt. So far during the pandemic, adults got $3,200, kids got $2,500, all right, and then on top of that, $1,400 check. Today, starting today, 36 million people will start receiving each another $300 check for each child. That's on top of the $2,500 each child got already. And the parents can spend that money not on the kids, they can spend on anything they want. They can go to the horse track, they don't care. See, because they want us to be in debt. If they cared, they'd say, wait a minute, these $300 checks we're giving you, it's got to be for the kids. You got to prove it's for the kids. No, they can go spend on anything they want. More debt. Who's paying for all this? The guy on Main Street, not Bezos. He doesn't pay for it. He's too busy out there buying 250,000 acres of land. He's not paying for it. Or Google Eyes there, whatever his name is. Bill Gates. He bought another 250,000. He doesn't pay that. It's the average guy in the street. So now they want more. So more stimulus. So far, think about it. During the pandemic, adults received $3,200 and children $2,500. Now they're going to get another $300 per child. And the new proposal that's on the books right now that they're trying to get through, a reoccurring monthly check of $2,000 for adults, $1,000 for children. This is AOC's deal. Until the pandemic ends. Why do you think they keep telling you to wear a mask? Why do you think they keep scaring you? They don't want the pandemic to end because the people who are in the White House, the socialists who run the White House, this is ideal for them to keep giving money to all these people. So what do? Make money in the market. That's the only way you can fight this, because they're rigging the market to the upside. And when the market crashes, my members will be ready to ride it all the way down. 10 days free. Check it out, philsgang.com. Sign up for Working Investor Group. And don't forget to take care of St. Jude when you're making money.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.